All right, guys, so this will be by far the most speculative video I've made ever since I've been on YouTube. We're almost in video 50 and I just started in January, so I don't have a huge resume. There's a lot of speculation to this video, but I'm on Robinhood yesterday checking through my portfolio and I see an article, I believe by Benzinga, and the headline says, Shaquille O'Neal joins with SPAC or something like that. So I'm thinking, I gotta know more about this. So let's talk about it. What's up, guys? My name is Darren Jackson. Hopefully you're having an amazing day so far. And on Thursday, October 8th, Forest Road Acquisition Corp announced that they will be entering the stock market with $250 million that they raised. This is the first time that, at least in my investing career, that I have learned news about a SPAC before it actually became an investable SPAC. Is that a word, investable? It became a SPAC that you could actually invest in. So of course, there's a lot of speculation. There's even more speculation than ever, but I wanted to get some details into this because this could potentially be something that you may want to invest in. But there's a lot of questions that needed to be answered. For one, what is Forest Road Acquisition? So as far as what its position will be within the New York Stock Exchange, Forest Road Acquisition will be a SPAC. So their main goal is to acquire a company that pretty much fits what they're looking for. And when it comes to Forest Road Acquisition, they're looking for companies within the TMT sector, TMT being technology, media, and telecom. So you're looking at companies like Apple and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So that's pretty interesting. The next thing I wanted to know is the financial details of what they're going through when joining the stock market. So of course, I just said that they have raised $250 million, which they will use to open their IPO within the New York Stock Exchange. They will have 25 million units available to the public at $10 a share. So apparently each unit will include one full share and will include a third of a warrant. Essentially, a warrant is an option, but it's done over the counter and can only be initiated by the company themselves and not by a brokerage like Robinhood. So for all intents and purposes, for us, $10 a share, just like any other SPAC. And again, guys, there's not a lot else to find out about this. So the third thing that I wanted to know is, okay, who's on the committee? Who's on the chair? Who are the executives? What do they bring to the table? Or based off their history, what can I assume that they're going to bring to the table? So I looked into that, and Keith Horn will be their CEO and their director, and Zachary Taylor will be their chairman and CIO. Zachary Taylor was actually the founder of Forest Road, which I believe is a investment firm, if I'm not mistaken. But what really gets this news a lot more exciting is the actual remaining members of their board. Now, 3 of them come from Walt Disney. They used to work for Walt Disney. So we're gonna go down that list. So the first person to join the board is Tom Skaggs. He was the former COO of Disney, I believe from 1998 to 2008. His role will be the chairperson of the Secret Advisors Committee within Forest Road. His experience with Disney it's pretty impeccable. He was a part of the team that helped Disney purchase Capital Cities, which we now know as ABC. He also assisted in acquiring Pixar and Marvel Entertainment. So thank you, Tom Skaggs. Another member will be Kevin Meyer, who will be a strategic advisor within Forest Road Acquisition. Kevin Meyer should be a pretty familiar name to some of you guys. With Disney, he was the exec VP of the Internet Committee. So he worked pretty directly with ESPN.com, and he was also part of the team that helped open up Disney Plus, which was a big hit last year. Millions of people are subscribed to it. And for a lot of you guys, you may know him after Disney as the former CEO of TikTok and the COO of the company that owned TikTok, ByteDance. So he's all about the social media craze. He knows what a succeeding social media company like TikTok is all about. The third person is Salil Mehta, and apologies in advance if I'm pronouncing the name wrong. I'll have the names up, so leave a comment below if I'm saying anything wrong. He was the executive VP for ESPN Entertainment. So alongside that, he worked with Comcast, NBC, and Fox. So headlining news, very important. He has a lot of experience in that. Within Forest Road, he will be the CFO of the Strategy Executive Committee, I believe. Now, those are pretty interesting because those are old Disney execs coming from a company as juggernaut as Disney and doing their own things after that. But what really caught my eye are the 2 additional people that have invested into this acquisition company. One is Martin Luther King III. Yes, the son of the famous Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. He will have a director role within this acquisition corp. As far as director of what, obviously we're not sure yet. This is all brand new, so hopefully I can get some more information on that later. But their final acquisition within their executive board is Shaquille O'Neal, who will be a strategic advisor within Forest Road Acquisition. If you guys don't know who Shaq is, he happens to be just one of the greatest basketball players, known to be one of the, if not the most dominant center in all of basketball. He's inarguably the top 10 greatest Laker of all time, arguably the top 5 greatest Laker of all time, depending on who you ask. But besides being that and making upwards of between $300 to $700 million within his NBA career based off different sources, he is becoming an investing guru. Maybe guru is large of a word, but he's on his way there. He has stakes in Vegas nightclubs and food places such as Five Guys, Auntie Annie's, Krispy Kreme. He's on the chair for Papa John's International, and he owns franchises of that. He was an early investor in Google back in 1999. He was an early investor in Ring, which is the security doorbell app that allows you to see who's at your front door. And this is before they were acquired by Amazon. And according to a Wall Street Journal interview that he made recently, he said using the investment strategy that Jeff Bezos actually gave him, he was able to quadruple his net worth. Now, granted, I don't know if he was actually just over-exaggerating due to excitement, and his point was that he's made a lot of money due to Jeff Bezos' investment strategy, or if his net worth is actually a lot different from what I read, and he actually did quadruple it, because the only people that are gonna know his net worth are whoever his financial team is, probably his wife, and obviously himself. The point is, he's made a lot of money. And I wonder, what was Jeff Bezos' investment strategy to Shaquille O'Neal? It's actually pretty simple, and it's something that a lot of us should follow. If you don't believe in the company, don't invest into them. If you don't believe in their mission and what their role is in society, don't invest into them. So that's what he said. And he feels like the decisions he's made has made him a lot of money, with the exception of one. So this is pretty funny. Apparently in the early 90s, he was offered an opportunity to invest money in opening 100 coffee shops within undisclosed communities. He rejected that, and I believe in 1996, another Laker legend, Magic Johnson, actually accepted that, and he held on to that until 2010. He then sold those 100 coffee shops, which we now know as Starbucks Coffee, and he made $70 million. So I'm gonna give Shaq the pass, because I'm sure he's still in a little bit of pain from that now, but he was young. You live and you learn your investment journey. Point is, he has a lot of experience within investing. So if he's investing into a SPAC, then obviously he knows a lot that we don't. And the acquisition of Martin Luther King III, obviously with an iconic father figure such as Martin Luther King Jr., somebody who's iconic, especially in the Black community, I'm really interested to see what their plans are. Maybe it's something that helps minorities, something that helps all of us. It gives people that look like me job opportunities. Who knows? People within Disney are a part of this. There's obviously a lot that they know that we don't. I call this a huge spec play because in the past couple of videos, I've been talking about acquisitions towards companies we actually know about. And the most speculative play was Nikola Motors, because they had no experience. It was all hype. ChargePoint had hype, but it also had experience. Same thing with Hyliion. All we know from this is there is a SPAC that's entering the IPO. It's gonna come in at $10 a share, just like any other SPAC. And what's even worse, or better, depending on how you look at it, is this can be a long-term play. Again, VectoIQ was a $10 a share acquisition company from 2015 until 2020 when it finally acquired Nikola Motors. Some other SPACs may take months and even less. So who knows how long this is gonna take, but I'm really interested to learn more just based off the people that are gonna be working within this acquisition corp. There's a lot of minds coming from a lot of places, and I'm pretty sure the end game is to do a lot of good for this community and for this country. So we'll see, but definitely stay tuned. I'm gonna be keeping track of this acquisition company and hopefully providing you guys with more information as I get it. I'm pretty excited. Obviously, we have no idea when this is gonna happen, but it's supposed to happen sometime this year. So once we get that date and I know more information, I will let you guys know. But I appreciate you guys watching, and until next time, take care.